Hey guys, it's Micah here, and today I'll be telling you about the operator instrument in Ableton Live. Operator is an advanced and flexible synthesizer that combines the concept of frequency modulation, so FM, with classic, subtractive, and additive synthesis. It uses 4 multi-waveform oscillators that can modulate each other's frequencies, creating very complex timbres from a very limited number of objects. Operator also includes an LFO, a filter, this pitch envelope section, and global controls. These global controls offer various routings and algorithms on how these oscillators modulate each other's pitch, as well as ways to use incoming MIDI data to further modulate the signal, and various envelopes for your LFO, your pitch, and your oscillators and filters. So these various routings have to do with these oscillators, whether you hear the oscillator or whether the oscillator is rather going to be used to modulate the frequency of the next oscillator. So if things are going from the top down with little lines connecting them, it just means that the top D oscillator, the colors match, is modulating the pitch of C, which is modulating the pitch of B, which is modulating the pitch of A, which we finally hear. But if, for instance, the other extreme, we go to this right setup, we will hear the oscillator A, and you can see this little line going down, so that's the output, as well as we will hear the oscillator B and C and D. None of the oscillators are modulating each other's pitch, but they're all sounding simultaneously. And then you get various options in between that are configured like little Tetris blocks. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these controls and explain them all to you. That would probably take 2 hours. What I am going to do is I'm going to make a preset and narrate my way through it, so that hopefully you guys can see how to approach sound design in Operator, and hopefully you guys will be confident enough to try this at home. For my mailing list subscribers, I'll be sending out all the presets when I'm done going through the manual. You're welcome to sign up. The details are in the description. Alright, so 10 minutes. Let's go. Let's just start with a basic setup for now. Oscillator A. You can't hear the rest because the level is down. As soon as I increase the level and change the waveform, you will hear 2 oscillators. Now, like most instruments, you usually have an octave button where you can change the octaves, but here you've only got a global transpose, and you've got a fine tune and a coarse tune. So we're going to have to make do with that. I think that's good for now. This one I want to sound. Let me add the level. So essentially this A and C are kind of the same, except C is 1,000 cents higher, so an octave higher. D. What shall we do with D? Actually, I want D to do some FM vibes. So I'm going to change this algorithm over here so that D is modulating C's pitch. Add an envelope. Also want to add a filter. So I can choose between my filter envelope here or actually my filter. Playing 2 notes at once doesn't sound great, so I think I'm going to make this a 1 voice only instrument. So I'm going to my general tab and under voices, bring it up to 1. Sorry for any controls that are cut off above here. That's a lot nicer. I still have a little click. So I'm going to go to my main envelope. Well, all of my little oscillator envelopes. What am I doing wrong? I'm trying to do too much at once. Side thoughts. I want to loop some of my envelopes. Let's make something interesting. Let's do this. Loop it. And Now, you can't see this. When I right click, one of the options, let me try and get it on the screen here, copy oscillators to all others. Now, just like you have that, you can also copy the envelope from various oscillators. So I want to copy this envelope. So I'm going to go to B, right click, copy oscillator, copy envelope from C, which is at the top here. Because I get that little dip that, it's like a dip in volume almost. And it loops, because I've set it to loop. So that just adds, I guess, something. This one can stay. Okay. LFOs. I'll deal with my little click now. My attack clip. Under filter, I also wanted to do something. Oh, you've got this filter shaper. So you can take the output from your filter and then route it through a wave shaper and then add, like, I guess, like little algorithms to it. You can choose between different wave shaping curves. It's kind of cool. It's completely in a different direction to what I was headed though. Alright, so let's go back to these LFOs. Doesn't need to modulate everything. Great, so now my LFO is modulating D, which is modulating C, and it's modulating C. I also want to add some spread, which is basically like adding chorus. It's just very CPU intensive, so I'm only going to add a little bit. Obviously it would help if I switched it on. Otherwise it's no good. Pitch envelope. It just adds a bit of a bend at the beginning, so the negative values would make it start from a lower pitch and rise up like do, and a higher pitch envelope would make it start at a higher pitch and go down like ew. Instead of getting rid of my click at the attack, I'm thinking now it'll accentuate the pitch a little bit. Like do, do. Yeah, let's add a bit of glide. What else can we do? I mean, what does this sound remind me of? What does it remind you of? It's like a little bit boring, you know? So I'm going to change some envelopes. Like this envelope now is changing my LFO, and my LFO is changing some other things. And if I set this envelope to loop, then it's going to just create some more interesting effects. I'm ignoring all these rate keys and amount velocity things at the moment because I'm not using a MIDI keyboard that has mod wheels and pitch bends and velocity. I'm just using my laptop keyboard, so all the velocities are pretty much the same. But if I was working from a push or something, I would definitely pay attention to those as well. Something's just a bit boring. What's the main one here? It's this A that is a bit boring. Maybe I just need to change the wave shape a bit. Add some harmonics. I'm really enjoying that more. I've got 3 minutes left. Okay, I like that, but now I don't like the other ones. I think the LFO needs to be a bit more intense. Sounds like some old dude. Almost sounds like someone saying, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, great, I have an idea. I'm going to actually make these guys so that you can only hear them periodically. I like this more. So they come in and then they shut up until it loops again. Right, now this FM vibe. Wicka wicka. Oh, this is getting so cartoony. I got like 30 seconds left. No, I want more time. Time. If I increase my time parameter, will I have more time? No, I won't. I'm just gonna slow everything down. If this... Oh, God, give me 30 more seconds. If this could just have like some silent gaps in it, that would be really nice. Yeah, there we go. That's exactly it. Right, guys, this is the wacky preset. I don't know what to name it, so if you have any name suggestions, leave them below. I hope that you learned something from that. I'm still kind of getting used to like working and talking, you know, actually like making creative decisions and talking. I tend to only really be able to do one thing at once. So that is the operator. So let me know if you have any name suggestions and any questions or comments. And thanks for watching. I'm doing one like this for all the instruments in Ableton Live, so if you're interested in that, please hit subscribe, and I will see you soon in the next one.